Welcome to the 2025 World Food Prize Laureate announcement. Please welcome World Food Prize Foundation Chief Executive Officer Tom Vilsack.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it's my distinct honor to welcome all of you today to this extraordinary event and an historic event for the state of Iowa and for the World Food Prize Foundation. I want to thank Governor Reynolds for taking time from a very busy schedule, as the legislature is about ready to finish, we hope, right, Governor? For being here tonight. I also want to acknowledge Ambassador Branstad, former First Lady Chris Branstad, and since I'm acknowledging former First Ladies, I think I need to acknowledge my current First Lady and the former First Lady of Iowa, Christy, who's here today as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't spend just a minute acknowledging Janice Ruan and her family. The Ruan family obviously has been extraordinarily generous to the foundation, and it's because of their generosity that we're here today. So it's great to see the entire family. We're here in a very historic place. This was, at one point in time, a Carnegie Library where people came to learn. It celebrates philanthropic legacies of giving back. We're in this room today, which honors Norman Borlaug and his legacy, a legacy of his moral calling to each and one of us to feed people, a belief that he had in the power of science and innovation to produce what we need to feed the world, and his fundamental trust in the farmers and the ranchers and producers of this world to be able to deliver. It's an extraordinary place, and it's a place where we, at the World Food Prize, attempt to elevate our mission, to focus on innovation, to inspire action, to sustainably increase the quantity and quality and availability of food for all. Our foundation supports this mission through a variety of programs that recognizes and rewards individuals that make exceptional achievements in addressing global food security. We invest in education and innovation. We engage and empower the next generation. We foster collaboration across sectors and borders. We believe that food and agriculture is a unifying force for good. And we emphasize the urgency of the moment and the challenge that faces each and every one of us. It was 153 Nobel laureates and Food Prize laureates who addressed us earlier this year with a laureate letter, which now over 160 organizations have signed on to, suggesting that it was unacceptable that we had 733 million people in the world today who are food insecure, that nearly 1 out of every 10 people in the world today is malnourished, and sadly, nearly 60 million children under the age of 5 are stunted. We can do better. And that's why we're here today, to recognize those who make a difference, to those who believe we can do better. We recognize achievement, which is why we have the World Food Prize. But it's not the only prize that we award. We also have the Norman E. Borlaug Award for Field Research and Application, which is endowed by the Rockefeller Foundation. And we focus on top agri-food pioneers who are cutting edge and transformative in their work. We even acknowledge those who are hunger fighters here in Iowa through the Iowa Shares program. And we express a desire for innovation with our Impact for Innovation Award. So we're busy acknowledging excellence. We convene dialogues. Just recently we had one in Washington, D.C., which encouraged all of us in the urgency of the moment to collaborate through partnerships to address this issue of global food security. And we look forward to our event in India coming up in September, and we hope that the governor is really able to work with us as well. The Hunger Summit. We convene in July to focus the spotlight on nutrition and food insecurity here at home in Iowa. We inspire young people through our youth institutes. Just recently we had nearly 300 young people at Iowa State University, and appreciate President Winterstein being here today, acknowledging the opportunity for them to join as part of our effort here at the World Food Prize to ensure that the next generation understands their responsibilities. And we have the Borlaug-Ruan International Internships. We had young people here recently that are going all over the world to live up to the legacy of Norman Borlaug. Well, today, as part of our opportunity, an individual is going to join 55 laureates from over 20 countries in the United Nations. We started this in 1987, and for over the course of the last many years, we've seen researchers and policymakers and government officials and not-for-profits and humanitarian relief organizations be acknowledged for the work that they do in this space. We focus on those who make a difference in public health and plant and science, seed science and animal health as well. We've acknowledged those who have made advancements in climate and soil health. We understand the importance of crop protection and agricultural technology and innovation. The prize has been awarded to those who've been involved in figuring out how to store food more safely and how to finance farmers and ranchers and producers all over the world, and those who invest in the infrastructure and distribution systems that ensure that food gets to those in need. And of course, those who have provided extraordinary humanitarian leadership, following in the footsteps of Norman Borlaug. To my fellow Iowans, I do have the opportunity to say one thing, which is really great to have this opportunity today, for the first time in over 20 years, to be able to host the announcement of the World Food Prize Laureate. It is a unique event. It is one of a kind. It is the one and only World Food Prize. No one else does this. No other place has this. It's important that we understand why. For obvious reasons. It was Norman Borlaug and John Ruan who saved this prize. They were Iowans. It was Ken Quinn and Michelle Hussein who built this facility and ensured that the World Food Prize had a home worthy of Norm Borlaug and John Ruan and the Ruan family. It is our heritage, President Hoover, Vice President Wallace, George Washington Carver, researchers today at Iowa State University, major research centers in some of our great agribusiness companies. It is a place of some of the best farmland in the world, as Ambassador Branstad knows. And we have some of the best producers in all the world. So it's fitting that we have this here in Iowa. So it is my honor and privilege now. You've sort of learned the who and the what and the why and the how and where, but you haven't learned the who. And it's my job to turn the podium over to Michelle. But I'm supposed to introduce her. But they only gave me 5 minutes. So I'm going to probably take a minute or two here. I've learned in my days in the public life that once you got the microphone, they can't take it away from you. Here's what folks need to know about Michelle. There's something about this place. I don't know what it is, but once you start working here, it like absorbs your very being. You feel like you're connected literally to the wood, to the paintings, to the portraits, to every aspect of the building and to the mission. There's no more dedicated person, no more passionate person about the mission of the World Food Prize than Michelle. She is extraordinary in terms of her focus on the mission of this foundation. She is someone for whom no challenge is too big or no detail too small. Now, I want you to notice something here, folks, tonight. When I finish, she's going to get up and she's going to walk around the chair to the podium, and I'm going to walk from the podium around the chair. Why is that? Because they had me down here. Ken, you know this. They had me down here to practice. You need to know that about her, because it says something about her and her dedication to the foundation. Now, she and the team have worked hard on the announcement that she will make today, and it seemed only appropriate, given the announcement, that a person who has dedicated a substantial portion of her adult life to the mission of the World Food Prize be given the opportunity to tell you and the world who this year's laureate will be. And with that, Michelle, it's up to you.
Please welcome World Food Prize Foundation President Mashal Hussein.
Yes, indeed, we did rehearse. Well, thank you, Governor Vilsack, for your incredibly gracious remarks and for that very kind introduction. And most importantly, for walking beside us as a partner, a champion, and a steadfast believer in our shared purpose and mission. Thank you, sir. This evening, we gather in a space built not just to honor the past, but to propel us into the future. Every stone, every mural, every piece of history on these walls speaks to a singular mission: to honor those who have dedicated their lives to ending hunger. Serving as the Des Moines Public Library for over 100 years, and now as the global headquarters of our foundation, this historic setting was created to inspire and enlighten. Today, the Hall of Laureates stands as a living tribute to Dr. Norman Borlaug's vision that science, innovation, and cooperation, when rooted in humanity, can nourish the world, will nourish the world. This spirit of inspiration and purpose has flourished in Iowa. The heart of the World Food Prize Foundation beats here in Iowa's soil. When its future hung in the balance decades ago, Dr. Borlaug returned to Iowa. And it was Iowa's Ruan family who stepped forward with extraordinary vision and generosity, ensuring that this prize, Dr. Borlaug's dream, would not only survive, but thrive. And thrive it has. Today, Janice Ruan, John Ruan IV, Rachel and Ben McLean carry that legacy forward with unwavering dedication. Their deep commitment continues to elevate the foundation, shaping its impact on a global scale. Over the past 38 years, we have honored 55 exceptional World Food Prize laureates, each one a testament to the prize's enduring power to inspire and transform. This evening, we unveil our 56th. Since joining the foundation in 2008, I've had the privilege of witnessing the awarding of 27 extraordinary laureates. 7 of whom have been women, each trailblazing in their respective fields. It was 25 years ago in Des Moines, in the Ruan Building lobby, that we announced the first woman laureate. Tonight, I stand here with immense pride to announce the 10th woman laureate. A moment that feels both historic and profoundly significant as we celebrate not only this milestone, but the incredible legacy of women in global food security. Women have always been the bridge between soil and seed, between discovery and delivery, between hunger and hope, bridging the very gap between survival and sustainability. Women have long been at the heart of agriculture, whether on the farm, in the field, or in the lab. They nourish more than the fields. They nourish entire systems and societies. And the woman we honor tonight has transformed the way we think about both. She is a scientist, a microbiologist, a mentor, a mother, and a global change maker. Like Dr. Borlaug, she saw a problem and found a new way to solve it. Where Dr. Borlaug saw hunger and worked to develop crops that could feed the world, she saw a different kind of challenge, one buried beneath the soil, and forged a new path to nourish the earth and its people. She understood that the answers weren't just in the lab or in the factory. They were beneath our feet in the soil. She comes from Brazil, where her pioneering research in biological nitrogen fixation revolutionized soybean farming, making it possible to supplement synthetic nitrogen fertilizers with naturally occurring processes. Thanks to her work, over 40 million hectares of Brazilian farmland now benefit from this technology. This achievement has saved Brazilian farmers an estimated $25 billion each year in input costs, mitigated greenhouse gas emissions, and improved soil health, all while helping Brazil become one of the world's largest producers of soybeans. But her work didn't stop at soybeans. She expanded these innovations to maize, wheat, and other crops, always focused on improving yields sustainably, empowering small family farmers, and protecting ecosystems. She has developed dozens of technologies and products for crop nutrition, trained countless farmers and students, and been a passionate advocate for science in service of people. Her legacy reaches from the fields of Brazil to farms around the world, proving that the smallest organisms can create the most profound transformations. Her work serves as a bridge, connecting continents, restoring soils, uplifting farmers, and reshaping the very ground we stand on. Now, it is my great honor to announce the 2025 World Food Prize laureate from Brazil, Dr. Mariangela Ungria. Dr. Ungria exemplifies how passion, purpose, and scientific innovation can converge to create lasting change and impact. Like so many women before her, she has transformed the landscape of agriculture using science to bridge the gap between need and innovation, and proving that women are not only caretakers of the land, but also drivers of global progress. And now, it is my great honor to welcome another woman leader who also shares a deep commitment to the land, to the soil, and to sustainable agriculture. Like Dr. Ungria, she understands that the foundation beneath our feet shape our future. It is my distinct honor to welcome a leader whose dedication to public service and to the people of Iowa has shaped the future of our great state. Please join me in welcoming the 43rd Governor of Iowa and the first woman to hold this office in our state's history, the Honorable Governor Kim Reynolds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Governor of the state of Iowa, the Honorable Kim Reynolds.
Well, thank you, Michelle, for that very kind introduction, and thank you for your many years of service to the World Food Prize Foundation. We are so grateful for your continued leadership. It is an incredible honor to join you tonight as we announce this year's World Food Prize Laureate. And what makes this moment even more special is that we're doing it right here in Des Moines. This announcement has traditionally been held in our nation's capital, but this year it returns to its roots, to the state where agriculture isn't just part of our economy, it's part of our identity. Here in Iowa, we feed and fuel the world, not just with what we grow, but with how we lead. Our universities are cutting-edge research. Our companies are deploying advanced ag technology solutions. And our farmers, the best in the world, are producing more, using less, and doing it with a stewardship ethic that's second to none. But hosting this event in Iowa is more than a homecoming. It's also a powerful reminder of what this prize represents and where the story began. Because long before the World Food Prize became a global honor, it was a bold idea championed by one of Iowa's own, Dr. Norman Borlaug, a humble farm boy from Cresco who went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize. But even after receiving the Nobel, Dr. Borlaug believed that the world needed a different kind of prize, a lasting recognition dedicated specifically to those who work to advance food security and nutrition for the global good. Today, the World Food Prize is so much more than an award. It's a movement through the Borlaug Dialogue, the Global Youth Institute, and year-round programming. It brings together scientists, students, world leaders, hunger fighters, all united by a shared mission to feed the world. That mission started here and continues here, powered by Iowans, inspired by a legacy of innovation and service, and guided by the belief that feeding people is the foundation of peace, stability, and opportunity. Tonight, as we announce this year's laureate, we recognize a new leader in that mission, someone whose work has made a profound difference in how we grow, distribute, and protect the food that billions of people depend on. To the 2025 laureate, Dr. Ungria, congratulations. Your achievements represent not only scientific and humanitarian excellence, but a deep commitment to serving others. Whether you're combating hunger, building resilience in food systems, advancing agricultural technology, or improving nutrition, your work matters, and it's saving lives. I also want to take a moment to recognize former Governor and U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack, who now serves as CEO of the World Food Prize Foundation. His lifelong commitment to agriculture and rural America continues to shape policy, inspire leadership, and elevate the importance of food security on a global scale. So thank you, Tom, for your continued leadership. And I, too, want to issue a special thank you to not only the late John Ruan, but the John Ruan family, as Michelle said, has ensured that the prize not only survived, but it continues to thrive, and to thrive right here in Des Moines. So Janice, to you and your family, thank you so much for your continued leadership. Ambassador Branstad and Ambassador Quinn, and to the World Food Prize Foundation team and all the partners who continue to advance this global conversation from right here in the heartland. We are so grateful for all of the good work that you both have done. The issues of food security and sustainable agriculture are more pressing than ever, but with challenges come opportunity, and with leadership like what we see in this year's laureate, I am confident we'll continue to make meaningful progress. So again, congratulations, Dr. Ungria. Iowa is proud to host you, proud to celebrate your achievements, and proud to stand with you in our shared responsibility to feed the world. Thank you.
Please welcome Chair of the Laureate Selection Committee and 2009 World Food Prize Laureate, Gabiza Ijeta.
Thank you, Governor Reynolds, for your remarks, for the honor of the introduction here. Thank you, too, for your leadership and dedication to the mission of the Foundation and to the mission that Dr. Norman Borlaug has charged all of us with. That is to ensure that all who are born into this world have sufficient and nutritious food. It's a special honor to help make this announcement for the first time in more than 20 years in Des Moines, Iowa, and for the first time ever with the wonderful portrait of our indomitable spirit here, Dr. Norman Borlaug, looking over us. Dr. Borlaug was the first chair of the World Food Prize Laureate Selection Committee, and it's my great honor to follow in his footsteps and chair this independent panel of dedicated, distinguished individuals who are experts in the many dimensions of agriculture and food security to choose the World Food Prize laureates every year. Our selection process gives equal weight and consideration to each nomination that is submitted, and the robust discussion of the selection committee gradually narrows in on those nominees that have made the most impactful contribution to increasing human development by improving the quality, quantity, and availability of food in the world. This year, as you heard, the selection committee unanimously agreed to select Dr. Mariangela Ungria for this honor. In the history of the World Food Prize, the laureates four laureates have received the award for transformative contributions to soil science. Three of those laureates also worked in Brazil, but on improving the soil fertility in the Cerrado region for agriculture production. As you heard again in the brief description, the selection of Dr. Ungria highlights an aspect of soil science that is different from, but complementary to, the work of the laureates who came before her. The prize has also never been awarded to a scientist focusing on soil microbiology before. In choosing Dr. Ungria, a pioneer and advocate for sustainable solutions for soil fertility through the use of microbes, the selection committee recognizes the importance of this work to the long-term sustainability of agriculture, to the mitigation of climate change, and to global food and nutrition security. By awarding the prize for this distinguished laureate and spotlighting her work, it is our intention to elevate the global importance of soil health to sustainable agriculture and food production, and to inspire the world's government and business leaders, as well as the scientific community, to continue to work toward the goal of One Health: soil health, environmental health, animal health, and people health. My warmest congratulations to Dr. Hungria on this much-deserved recognition. With that, I would like to welcome to the podium the chair of the board of directors of the World Food Prize Foundation, Mr. Paul Schickler, to make his closing remarks.
Please welcome Chair of the World Food Prize Foundation Board of Directors, Paul Schickler.
Thank you, Dr. Ajeta. And thanks to all of you for joining us for this wonderful celebration. It's truly an honor to hold it here in Des Moines. And Governor Reynolds, thank you for joining us here in Des Moines as we bring the prize back to the state of Iowa. Dr. Ajeta, thank you very much for leading the selection process. No doubt, tremendous Laureate Award winner for 2025. And I'm confident that Norman Borlaug would be thrilled with this selection. As he advanced his career and dealt with hunger issues around the world in advanced crop science, he was really focused on three things. One, improved varieties. Two, hybrid seed. And three, continuing to advance agronomic practices to maximize the benefits of hybrid seed and improved varieties. The science that the Laureate Award winner is advancing this year carries that theme forward, advancing it into the future to take advantage of the science for today and in the years ahead. Microbiology for soil science has been focused upon biostimulants, biocontrol, and improving soil health. But it even can advance things further with biopesticide activity, and that's really the hope of the future. So no doubt Norman Borlaug continues to look down on this as a true continuation of his journey to be a hunger fighter. So thank you all again for attending. One last comment that I would make, because it sort of connects with my current state of retirement. And Governor, I've been retired for 8 years, so good luck in your retirement. But now that I'm in retirement, I work with agricultural startups, and it is quite amazing to see the science going into microbiology, which is a testament to this year's award winner, that she advanced this and innovated it and continued to spread it throughout the world for the last 40 years, clearly ahead of her time. And now it's one of the fastest growing innovations that is going to serve agriculture now and well into the future. So again, great selection. We'll welcome you all in October to honor her at the Laureate ceremony in October 2025 in Des Moines at the state capitol. Please join us all for refreshments across the hall so we can continue to celebrate the legacy of Norman Borlaug. Thank you very much.